Our black communist brothers and sisters would argue that class created racism, that capitalism developed racism in order to perpetuate and sustain its greed. Those of us who are Pan-African and say, hell no, you can eliminate capitalism today or tomorrow, you still will have racism. You have racism in communist countries, you have racism in religious nationalist countries, you have racism in capitalist countries, you have racism under every type of government that the European has. So it is not the economic or political system that breeds racism. It is the natural hatred that the European has for the African, and the natural jealousy that the European has for the African's past, his historical accomplishment. See, there's three things that necessitates the extermination of the African and the benefit of the European. Number one, your genetic power. If the European wants to exterminate Africans, he must kill them. If the African wants to exterminate Europeans, all he has to do is cohabitate with their women. You can exterminate an entire population of Europeans just through your genetic power. That is a significant threat. And that's one of the reasons why segregation is as important to Europeans today as it was yesterday. The reason why they don't want black people in the community is because your son might end up with their daughter, and by doing that you threaten the gene pool. It's about the survival of a recessive gene trait. So biologically, Europeans must be segregation by nature if they believe in self-love. Just like black people must have been conditioned to hate themselves if they are integrative in nature. Because integration destroys, segregation preserves. So first you have the biological need. Of course you have the capitalistic need. Why? Because Africa is the richest piece of real estate on the face of the earth. It is the only continent of the 6 that can survive totally self-sustaining without the need to do business with any of the other 5 continents. Europe is not a continent, that's why I said 6. Okay? Africa could do its business and take care of its people without the need of Europe, Asia, or any other continent. Not North America, not South America. Africa can be self-subsisting. And that's why the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, the Bilderbergs, the Trilateral Commission, the Order of Rome, this is why they impose structural adjustment programs on Africa. They rape their economies. They prevent them from being able to control any of the goods that they sell so they can pull all their American junk in Africa. And as a result of that, European capitalists get rich and Africa gets broker and broker. So they're jealous of you because of your genetic power. They're jealous of you of your resourceful power in terms of Africa. They're jealous of you of your historical accomplishments. Everybody knows that the greatest civilizations on earth, which is not limited to Egypt, were all African. Everybody knows that Africa once ruled the world, but they didn't need to rule it with a gun. They ruled it with their mind. Everybody came and drunk from the knowledge and the wisdom of the mother continent. That breeds jealousy. If I know you have a history of success and I don't, that breeds jealousy. If I know you can exterminate my race just by cohabitating with my women, that breeds jealousy. And the third reason that Europeans fear Africans, and one of the main reasons why they want to exterminate African people, is because they are afraid that if we ever came to power, we would do to them what they have done to us. So there is not really the guilt, but the fear of karma. The fear of ma'at, the fear of being paid back by the people whom you have mistreated in the same manner in which they have been mistreated, or possibly 10 times worse. So yes, if you are a European, you go to sleep every night possibly wondering about what would ever happen if that black man took control of the world.